We are at the very top of Coastal Highway, and stops for food or shelter aside, we're going to be following the train tracks just outside through this door and at my back for quite a while. Hey there, Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. So the day is almost over, and as I mentioned, I wanted to come inside and just stop for a moment, get a save point. I think I'm going to keep going. By the way, I do still have my revolver, for those of you wondering. It was mentioned in the comment section that revolver-based wolf struggles can cause you to drop the revolver, which I did not know, and so that induced a small panic because I had already recorded the previous episode, which is obviously 25 full minutes of gameplay and movement. I did check you, right? Yeah. Away from that wolf struggle, but thankfully we still have the revolver. By the way, just a recap on how struggle mechanics work for those of you who might be newer to the game. The reason that I chose the revolver in that moment was more for narrative purposes, to see if I could get the revolver to go off and kind of have that happen, than for gameplay purposes. There's always a vocal contingent of people watching any given Let's Play that's more about like the finer mechanics of gameplay and like how to play perfectly. Those of you who've been on this channel for a long time are very well aware that ain't me. It's never been me. I play games for narrative immersion and for emergent storytelling purposes, even when I am playing all by my lonesome. That's not to say that I sometimes, don't, min-max a little bit and play the system a little bit more, especially if I'm annoyed by a certain set of circumstances, but largely speaking, I am not a perfectionist player. I am not a strict min-max player, and I don't believe that perfect gameplay is, first of all, as entertaining as imperfect gameplay, but I also don't particularly find it as enjoyable to actually play. So, I mean, there's the difference between, how I'm enjoying it and then how you guys are enjoying watching it. I don't think either are particularly good, in my opinion, but that's just kind of how it is. Let's step through here. Back to Raven Hills Railway. So yeah, we're going to be on these tracks for a bit. But as I was saying, speaking of the struggle mechanics, when you are fighting a wolf, the revolver is a relatively new addition, so I'm not as familiar with how it stacks up perfectly against the other options. But in general, the other options go a little bit like this. When you use a hatchet, that has the opportunity to wound the wolf most fatally, as I recall. It's either that or the knife. Honestly, as I'm sitting here trying to explain this, I'm realizing I might not remember perfectly, so we can talk about it in the comment section and we'll achieve clarity together. We'll crowdsource it, if you will. I can't remember perfectly the exact distinction between the knife and the hatchet. One is a puncture type weapon, obviously, and the other is a slash type weapon, and that affects the wolf differently. Now, I will say, and I do remember, that the consensus seems to be that the hatchet is best, even though when you read the descriptions initially, and we've talked about this in past Against All Odds and Long Dark content on the channel, even though when you read the descriptions initially, it didn't seem like the hatchet would always be the best choice. Some people have actually done the math, and unless they've done some rebalancing, the hatchet is usually the way that you want to go in a struggle if you would like to have a reasonably high chance of hurting the wolf, possibly even killing it. However, if you want to end the struggle quickly, you should use a blunt weapon like a pry bar or the heavy hammer. Now that will scare the wolf off, but it will not hurt the wolf, so the wolf will not be as, especially on low wolf fear settings like these, the wolf will not stay away from you in the same way that it would if it had been wounded. It will not run away from you. It will run off a brief distance, and then it will return to its patrol route, usually quite close to you. So a blunt weapon might have worked well for me in that particular wolf struggle that I got into where I used the revolver, the one where I was going to use my rifle on the wolf and then didn't raise it quite in time just a few episodes ago, because I was relatively close to the Quonset. Unfortunately, though, I think probably the best thing to do in hindsight, woulda, coulda, shoulda, hindsight's always 20/20, would have been to use that torch a little bit more effectively and try to approach the wolf with it. But as I mentioned in the comment section of the video, wolf fear is set to low, and I was aware of that in the moment, and I was like, I don't know if I trust this torch to really do me any favors, and I would rather have my rifle out and try and shoot this wolf before it gets too close. So anyway, yeah, I was going for kind of a narrative function with that. For those of you wondering, well, why from a gameplay mechanic perspective did he choose the revolver? That's why. It's not really so much in the name of gameplay as it is in the name of this series and this story. And also, not even narrative, just experience. Like, seeing what it's like to have the revolver go off in a struggle. I wanted that, if that makes sense. I was feeling confident enough that the wolf wasn't going to end me, which maybe I shouldn't have been that confident because I was tired and lost 50% of my condition, some of which is still gone. But for those of you who are curious about that decision and what the different options do for you, there you go. And don't forget to check the comment section for total clarity, because I know we will arrive at it together as far as the exact difference between using the knife and using the hatchet. Because I will not pretend to remember the exact details. I do not at the moment. Hey, I remember going down there. Harvesting all the things. Whoa. Okay, wrong way. What in the world? There we go. Okay, that was odd. Not sure why it wasn't letting me do anything there. Have already checked both of those. Got some feathers on the ground, but again, I'm not going to worry too much about picking up feathers at this point. Now, there's a possibility of deer in here, and if I see one, I will probably take it down and go ahead and kill it, because there's going to be lots of sticks in this area. This is an excellent spot, really, to kill deer or bunnies, but mainly I would like a deer. And I believe there's even a cave up here to the left. If so, I will be taking advantage of that. My memory might be a little foggy. Also, there's birch bark nearby. So let's grab... I'm going to walk around and look for some, as a matter of fact, because that could... Oh, hey, bunny. That could be really handy. Might just shoot that bunny if I need to. Oh, hey, a campfire from my last time up here. Nice. Nice. Hey, again, bunny. Okay. I'm going to walk this way because I am pretty confident. And I picked up some sticks, right? Yes, I have some wood on me. And still some coal. How close am I to being encumbered? Ooh, very close. Okay, thought so. It's okay, though. I picked up sticks with the knowledge that I'd be making a fire soon-ish. So that was my thinking. We'll definitely be grabbing as much birch bark as I can while I'm walking through this area. Wildlife respawn settings for this code. You know, this I don't think is something that I've mentioned. So I was going back in, and I have mentioned that I've been playing around with the settings I might use for Against All Odds Season 6. One thing I noticed when doing so was that they had made another change to the wording of one of the custom rules categories. And that had to do with wildlife respawn frequency. And it's possible, and you guys can verify this with the current code if you would like. I haven't done it yet. I can always do it myself, but hey, I'm sure someone is feeling eager. You can use the current code in the description of the video, plug it in, and look at the wildlife respawn setting that pops up associated with... Hey, there's a deer. Associated with this code. Oh, wow. How'd you get up there, buddy? And more importantly, how am I going to get up there? Let me scare that deer off first before I shoot at it. So look at the wildlife respawn settings, because... What in the world? Look at this. He is all the way up there with no way to get down. Like a mountain goat. Weird. Alright, well, I'm going to look around for birch bark. That's the more important thing I can probably get from this area. I'll be able to find meat soon enough. Oh yeah, there's tons of birch bark. Beautiful. So I think it's possible that the wildlife respawn settings might be high, or at least higher than intended in this current code. They were supposed to be low. In other words, there would be just less respawn of like wolves and deer and rabbits and bears. Maybe even that applies to fish as well, perhaps? Might be a separate thing, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, and yes, I am checking for cattails. I don't know for sure which is true in this current code, but I don't think it necessarily worked out the way it was intended. So, some more good improvements to be made. I'm really mad that that deer is on that cliff. Can I just share that? I'm really frustrated about that because I'm not going to be able to get to him, I don't think. I mean, I could try, because if I shot that deer right now, it would be an easy kill. Yeah, I'll see if there's a path. There's lots of birch bark out here. I love this. This is good to know that all this birch bark is laying around. Okay. Let me see if I can find my way up to you, buddy. Okay, that is not remotely climbable. Oh, wait. Wait. Come on, let me up that little corner. Come on now. Let me up there. Let me up there, you jerk. No, it's not doing it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have any other way of getting up there than that deer has a way of getting down, sadly. There's another deer that way. I think I've already harvested that one. It's a prop deer. So I believe that one is marking the cave that I've been thinking of. Unless I'm just imagining things and there's not a cave here. Which is entirely possible. I know there's a cave down at the bottom of the ravine. Oh, here's a cave. Okay, yeah. Now, again, I'm reasonably certain there's no meat on this guy, because why wouldn't I have harvested? Oh, hello. There is meat on him. Beautiful. Okay, well, in that case, this just got really, really stupid easy. So we have a cave in which to spend the night. And I can also do some harvesting of things while I'm here. Oh, look, there's even some wood still on the floor. Wow, holy crap.
It's getting dark out here.
Ah, no, my dear. All right, so let's fire going back in the corner here-ish. Okay. Cedar firewood, sure. Need it to last for a while anyway. So yes, for Against All Odds Season 6, I would very, very much like to have low respawn settings actually be a thing. Because that was the intention with this season. I'm just not sure that it worked out that way. Go ahead and pile those sticks on there. Okay, and now I'm going to go get that deer meat. Man, I'm shocked. Oh, you know what? Come to think of it. I've got a cooking pot on me. Let's go ahead and get some water going. I don't have a ton. Well, actually, I do have a ton of water, but I'll take more. Because I'm about to make some tea. We're going to use that to recover some health. We're going to sleep really well. It's going to be beautiful. And life. La vita è bella, as the old movie title goes.
Trees? Because I'm gonna eat a tree.
Oh, I love that line. Because I'm gonna eat a tree. I'm gonna eat a tree. Okay. 4 pounds of meat off that deer. How did I not harvest it before? I must not have had time when I came through last. That must have been the reason. We're gonna harvest the big one. Not the best condition on this meat, but I will decide to live with it. Okay. I'm gonna eat you. And then we're gonna cook the other one. Let's go ahead and throw down our comfy bearskin bedroll. Now we don't have quite enough on this fire at the moment. I might have to go out and chop up a limb or two, but that's totally fine. That can be done. Okay, let's drink that for whatever needs to be drunk. Drank, drunk, drinking. Water. No. We need to prepare some birch bark tea. Apparently I still need to cook some herbal tea. Because I don't have that many left on me. So why not go ahead and do that? I will go ahead and drink that, because now that I know that condition bonus waits until I rest, as opposed to just starting right now. It's a gameplay nuance that I picked up from listening to y'all, so I appreciate that. Okay, I'm just going to take that. Let's cook a few more. I'm going to eat that, because I'd rather just have it in my belly. And then what else can I do here? I can prepare some birch bark tea. I do need to go ahead and get some wood on the fire, so maybe that's what I'll do next. Let's take it. This is, of course, going through the water I just made as well, which is the method to my madness. Okay. Yeah, 2 hours, 36 minutes left. Let's go and get... Oh, wow. Wow. Look how dark it is outside. And granted, it's partly just because it's nighttime, but it's also just super dark. It was like 28 degrees. Holy crap, it's dark. Hang on, I've got to literally just turned off the light. I almost pulled my earphones out of my speaker. But anyway. There's a limb. Perfect. Cedar limb. 45 minutes. Oh, really? Hang on. So glad I found that storm lantern. Oh, I've got to have light the entire time? When did they fix that? Yeah, I guess that's a little gamey of me, huh? Trying to just use a match to start that off. Well, I don't... Man, that sucks. Okay, well, in that case, I'm not going to do the limb thing. I'm going to do the bunches and... Give me a break. Bunches and bunches of sticks thing. Maybe it's because it's so dark and so foggy we don't have any moonlight. And yes, I know I have coal. I'm trying to save it. Thanks very much. I am trying to save the coal. Not a lot of sticks. Okay, I will use 2 coal. That gives me 5 hours, 48 minutes. That's not... I mean, the fire's going to last longer than that. But I need to get a few more sticks. So let's grab just a little bit more firewood. If the fog were to clear and we were to have some moonlight or aurora, things would be better. And yes, I still want to make some birch bark tea. But first, I want my sticks. I need mistakes. I need them in my life. That's a rock. That's a stick. There we go. All right, I hear you. I'll go ahead and start this thing up. Don't want to have it burning for long. Just trying to resist. Watch that fuel drop on the lantern. Not a fun feeling. Lots of sticks laying around out here because it's been a while since we were here. There have been a number of storms. The game has deposited fresh foliage for us. And yes, there's Old Man Beard Lichen that I can grab as well. Are you still up there? Oh my god. It's kind of creepy. I'm wondering if I keep scaring him, maybe he'll eventually find the path down. Because if he got up there using the pathing system, he can get down using the pathing system. That much is true. But it's possible the game spawned him there in some sense when the zone loaded up. And if that's the case, then that deer is never getting down. Ever in a million years. And I keep hearing noises and it's freaking me out. What are these footprints? Oh, these are bunny footprints. That's what this is. Okay, still looking for sticks. Yes, I know I'm all the way back over to the waterfall. Hey, sticks. Good. What would piss me off right now... See, the ironic thing about this is that I'm using enough lantern fuel, like the amount of lantern fuel that I would have used just cutting up a limb. So I may as well just cut this one up and then go back to the fire. It's a fir limb, so I might even be able to take some of this with me. All right, this being a fur limb, that justifies that decision a little bit more too. I hate to see that fuel drop. Okay, I'm going to put this away. I don't need it. I know it's a little bit harder to see, especially with what YouTube does to even 1080p content, when there's not a lot of detail. So we won't be doing this for long, but I'm going to make my way back to the fire. Make some birch bark tea. We still have our improved rest buff. Oh, hello. I am at the bridge. Definitely meandered the wrong way. Wait a minute. Did I walk past the cave then? Did I walk straight by it, or was I just... I mean, the fog is clearing slightly, so that's helpful. There's a sapling. I must have walked right by it. Oh yeah, I was coming down from this direction rather than walking along the wall. Okay. That explains it. Problem solved. I could be walking past more birch bark right now, which is a somewhat frustrating thought. But, okay. Anytime, game. That is a limb. That is also a limb. Where is this cave? Okay, I see my fire. It's been so long since I've spent a dedicated amount of time in this area. It's like I don't know the layout of it. I know roughly, but it's not shaped the way it is in my brain. Okay. Plenty of time left on the fire. Also, lots of sticks. Honestly, I might be able to keep all the fir firewood on me. I'll put one piece on because fir firewood is heavy as hell. But now, it's going to take a little bit of time. Oh no, it's just 5 minutes each. Nice! Thought it was 15. I stand corrected. So this is merely 20 minutes of my time being eaten up. Okay, we still have room for a little bit more birch bark tea-wise. But I know, we're on it. Let's make some birch bark tea, shall we? Just the one. Past time until ready. We're going to drink it. Beautiful. I'm going to pick that cooking pot up so I don't forget it later. We're going to drink the rest of the water. Yeah, the only reason we're encumbered is because of how tired we are. That's awesome. All right, so 8 hours, 32 minutes on the fire. We do not need that much time. I will sleep for 8 hours just because I can, but anyway, let's sleep for 9. I can get away with 9. We don't need that because it's going to be dawn sooner than that. Hopefully there won't be a blizzard when we wake up. Hopefully not. Nice. Full condition, thanks to our birch bark tea. 91 days, 16 hours, 53 minutes. And there is a blizzard. That's hilarious. 50 minutes left on the fire. Looks like we are piling on some fur for a little bit longer, and we're going to see if we can wait this thing out. Should have known. Now, what's unfortunate about that is our food is still somewhat limited, and our calorie store is back below 1,000. So, I can fix this partially by drinking some of my teas. So, and cooking my teas as well. So, why don't I go ahead and put both of these guys down. Let's see how much water I have. I've got enough to cook some more stuff. So, let me cook my coffee. And then cook another birch bark tea. We're not going to drink that. We are going to drink that because we need the calories. We need the thirst replenishment. And we can even get a little bit more energy at the moment. I will have to get a little bit more water before I leave this cave, especially since I have this fire lasting nice and long. Let's see, what else can I do? I still have... Okay, that was the last of my coffee. That makes me sad. I still have cups, but that's the last craftable coffee. All right, let's take that. Okay, now another thing that I can do to pass a little bit of time. Let's pick both of those up. Let's see, prepared reishi mushrooms. And 1 minute spirit point dressing. Okay. Yeah, I only have enough to do 2 of these, but I'm going to go ahead and prepare these twice. And that'll give me 2 more teas that I can drink. And then we'll go ahead and take care of that water. I don't know why I picked that stuff back up. That wasn't necessary. I guess in my head, maybe I was preparing to go outside and get a little bit more fuel for the fire. I suppose that's what my crazy brain was thinking. Let's melt that. And then cook some reishi mushroom tea. Pastime until ready. Drink. It's going to tell me that treatment was not effective. I'm well aware of that. Thank you. Now, I have 30 minutes until this is melted. I'm going to step outside and see if I can find just the slightest little stick. Can't be out here for long because I don't want to lose condition. Yes, I know. I have lost my warm-up bonus. I'll walk in a different direction. Yes, I know there's a limb. Yeah, very cold at the moment. But at least now I can see, even if it's a little bit hard to hear. Hey, birch bark. Nice. Okay, good. I am seeing stickage. Let's break you up. Stickage. Yay. Okay. Very, very good. Lots of stickage. Got those 3 sticks without having to spend 5 minutes breaking a branch down. Like that even more. I mean, now I'm going to break... now let me spend 5 minutes breaking a branch down. Okay. So I just got turned around a little bit. I think I need to go back to the right. Yep. Because straight ahead is my cave. As I recall. Wait, nope. See, I don't remember things. Okay, there's my cave. Almost straight ahead. I see another stick. Very nice. Any more while I'm out? I know you're cold. That's literally why we're out here. Calm yourself, Jennifer. I've got you. I have got you. All right. That is the 28-minute mark for this episode, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, we are going to wait out this blizzard, put some wood on this fire, and then we're going to get the heck out of Dodge again. We're going to get into Mystery Lake and probably move through pretty quickly to get to Forlorn Muskeg because I want some cattails. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.